Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Five glorious months of football about to get underway. We're all set, and away we go in a new NFL season. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Throwing to start this game. Got a man, Bowers has it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll run here on first down. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Pass play now. Finds him on the slant. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Going to the ground again on first. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave them enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal.
Come on, set. Viking 18. Go.
They'll send him up the middle. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
They keep it on the ground. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Just 2 on that pickup, and after another run, he stopped shy. It's 4th and goal.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right, decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. And that's a New York touchdown. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. You also know if you don't get it, well, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go.
Lone back gets the handoff. Along the sideline past midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Here we go. Set.
He'll throw it. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Let's go now.
Another carry for him. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and 10 from the 41. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
So the new NFL season officially well underway as we've reached the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. Throwing on 2nd and 8. He has the New York touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants double their lead to 14. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The running back gets it on the draw. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Working quickly here. Throwing on 2nd and 13. Dumped off to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
The give here on 2nd. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker.
A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down. Setting up a throw. Hauled in left side. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Now looking to throw. Throw is caught by the back. And he gets this forward to the 19. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first.
Let's go now.
Working inside the red zone. On target to his man Taylor. And he's down to the 8 before going out. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal. Hand off to the back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's second and goal. Trying to throw here out of the gun. This throw is cut. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
So now, here's third and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. The 50. 30. He's at the 10. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants stretch their lead to 21. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick-6. It is caught left side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Cowboys facing a deficit near the break. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll throw on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 35 on 2nd down. This one finds Taylor. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Let's go.
He's going to throw this one. Has it in close. And in for the Dallas touchdown. Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys get it back to a 14-point game. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, sack.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They'll stick with the ground game here. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Return starts at the 9. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll try and throw it here. He puts some power on a deep one left. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Dallas. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Go! Go!
Give now to the running back. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10 plus, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Here we go, sack.
They give it to him again. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Warriors 70. Check go.
Back now, pressure on its way. Got a man, Bowers has it. And in, touchdown, New York. They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants double their lead to 14. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Has this at the 6. Returns looking good so far. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Airing it out to start this drive. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
From the 41. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Gets him 5 back on that first down run. It's going to be 2nd and 15.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Complete here to Bowers. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Catch is made in close. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. So roughing the passer gifts them a 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. And he's brought down for a loss. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal.
No!
Running for it again. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Giants make it a 3-score game in the 4th. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on first down, they go right back to the ground and score just 1 play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that first down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Caught by his back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 7. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that takes them to 3rd down. They've got a man in motion. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Cut out left. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st down, ball at the 36. Throwing it again here. Throw left side, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Dumps it off to his running back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
They'll run now on second down. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can...
And in for the Dallas touchdown. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys get it back to a 14-point game. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. And he gets this one to the 49 on a solid pickup. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards.
The Giants are set to punt. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Completed over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be bottled up right at the line as we've reached the 2-minute warning. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. And he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Let's go.
Back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That's him on the quick hitter. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. He'll throw it yet again. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys now within 1 score in the 4th. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
So they're going to line up for the onside kick that may just decide this game. Just over a minute to play. And the Giants' hands team secures the football. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Handoff to the back. Has another lane. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. Lining up now to try the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants double their lead to 14. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On target to his man Taylor. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining, long odds ahead of him. It's 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He's got it. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. 3 touchdown catches in 1 game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Oof, their comeback hopes are dwindling by the second, but any path to victory starts with a successful onside try here. And the Giants come up with that kick. They're going to hold on for the victory in this one.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Giants come away with the win. And they're no doubt happy to get their season off on the right track and claim the first victory of this new campaign. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.